The ACDP.
Thank you, House Chair. House Chair, the ACDP commends Ms. Kobe for this private member's bill, which seeks to provide financial incentives for whistleblowers, strengthens protections, as well as strengthening private prosecution procedures. Now, let's make it very clear that we seem, and it seems apparent that we are losing the fight against crime and corruption in the country, with new revelations published almost on a daily basis. So most of this occurs within public procurement sphere. Despite this, we cannot afford to give up the fight, and whistleblower protection is key in this regard. The Zondo Commission found that whistleblowers' protection was weak and strongly suggests that financial incentives be implemented to encourage reporting in both public and private spheres. This was also an issue discussed when we originally dealt with the Protected Disclosures Act. However, it was regrettably not accepted, despite similar provisions existing in sector-specific legislation. Whistleblowers suffer severe consequences for disclosing corruption, often facing suspension and dismissal, which imposes financial hardship on them and their families. They also face trumped-up charges which can drag on for years: intimidation, blacklisting, financial ruin, and reputational harm. A law providing reporting procedures but leaves whistleblowers to fight for survival through long, expensive legal processes is no protection at all. Some, such as Babita Deokoren, Morris van der Merwe, and recently municipal accountant Martha Ratsufu, have even been assassinated, illustrating the physical risk that whistleblowers face. And it is very clear that witness protection must be enhanced to provide far better physical protection to witnesses at risk. At the same time, the Department of Justice has published an amendment bill which includes the power of courts to include a maximum of 25% of court-imposed sanctions. But the severe shortcoming of this draft bill is that for some irrational reason, it excludes public servants, who one would have thought would be the main source of information of corruption within the public service. The key question is whether these legislative amendments, both with this bill and the Justice Bill, will protect whistleblowers in practice when they're up against powerful employers, politically connected networks, or institutions with money, lawyers, and influence. This remains to be seen. However, the provisions of this private member's bill are to be welcomed as a step in the right direction, which the ACDP supports. I thank you.